Hello everybody. I would say welcome back to a little bit of WoW, but Twitch is being real weird on me right now, and I don't actually know if the stream is live or not. Oh. Maybe it is. Maybe we actually are live. Okay, cool. Right. I can't see anything in mod view. That's broken, but I can get it up on my phone, and that is apparently playing and is actually live. So, hello everybody. Welcome. Hopefully, today, gonna be running, oh, come on OBS, gonna be running some old gold farming routes, the one that we were kind of running most of the time, during BFA. I kind of just want to see just how much that, like, gold income has been reduced by the squishes, and whether it's worth running or not. That will probably run us up to instance cap, and I think going by the times it took us in BFA, it was like an hour to run the whole route. It was like 8 to 10,000 gold, which is a pretty good amount to like get in just an hour of running through some like nice varied dungeons and raids and stuff. But yeah, gonna see how that goes. Gonna hit the instance cap, then we're gonna hop on over to Dauntless for like an hour, and come back and try the Legion gold farming route. Which I think I did once during BFA, I don't think I ever did it on stream specifically, but that was really fun. So hopefully, it's not too bad. We'll see how this all goes throughout the course of the stream. I am still in like ghost form from the Halloween event thing. Apparently that's just not going away, so that's nice. I don't think it actually has a duration, so I think it's just going to be there until I get rid of it or the Halloween event ends, maybe? But it should be fun. I actually need to get the gold farming route up on my phone, so I can't use it to watch chat, so hopefully the mod view actually works for 2 minutes. I do remember the base of this very easily, so that's good. Did that happen when they did the reset? Like, today? I never noticed it, it's reset everything back to normal again, which is really irritating. Oh yeah, yesterday we also got the, where is it? Yeah, this lovely transmog set. I got free, well I say free, I have a 6-month sub, so I just got it immediately anyway. It's kinda weird, I'm not sure I'm a fan of it. It just looks kinda dumb, gotta be honest. And the idea of it's not bad. I like the fact the wings and the feathers and even like the tail bit on the top of the hat has its own like physics, so they all like wobble around when you move and stuff. Which is kinda cool. It'd just be nice if the set looked better, but I mean, I'm not gonna complain, they just gave me a set, so it's what it is. I'm kind of hoping they just do more stuff like that. If they're gonna add transmogs to the store. Like, it's just stuff you get for, like, being a sub or buying the new expansion over. Like, just bonus things for, like, supporting the game as opposed to actual just spending 20 quid on the store to get a transmog set. That feels kind of bad. It's not something I ever really do in any game. I don't really like microtransaction stores, personally. Apart from if it's like a free-to-play game. If it's free-to-play and I really like the game, for example, Dauntless, then I might, like, put in a little bit of money every now and again or whatever. But I'm not a big fan of microtransactions in general, so I'm probably already slightly biased towards the situation. I do understand from like a business standpoint the purpose of them. It just feels kind of especially out of place in WoW, considering You know, you already have to buy the expansion plus the sub every month, or every 6 months, or every 12 months, depending on the like bundle that you buy. But you're still like continuously paying in, and then they're also asking for microtransactions. Just feels a bit dodgy. It feels like something, I don't know, an EA game would do, you know? Although it was brought to my attention recently, speaking of EA games, the FIFA, like, card pack things, I've played FIFA, I think, literally one time at a friend's house, and that was it. It's not my cup of tea. I'm not a big fan of football and stuff. But the card pack system in that feels real bad. It's like Magic the Gathering levels of dumb. Like, you pay in, you buy all your cards, and then the next one comes out and you have to buy all the cards again. So every single iteration you're spending, like, shitloads of money just so you can keep playing the game. Just really doesn't feel good, like... It somehow feels worse than a subscription service, even though it's essentially the same thing. I guess because, at least with like a subscription service, for example, in WoW, if I stopped paying for my sub for several years, like I literally did, I stopped playing in Cataclysm, didn't come back until BFA, like, I left for fucking ages. But if you do that with like, WoW, for example, you can just come back, you can pick up the game, you can start playing in where you've left off as long as you still have access to your account and stuff, right? You just play whatever the new content is. With like the sports games, you literally have to start from scratch if you come back later, because you'd have to buy the next, like, FIFA or Madden or whatever else, and literally start from the ground up again. Like, it just, I don't know. Speaking of business practice wise, I feel like that's a lot worse than just microtransactions. Anyway, that's a dumb rant. How much gold have we earned already? Like 150? That's not too bad. Not great. The thing I am kind of interested in is the fact that I was running Firelands last night, because I tried to run all the dungeons before the reset, because I realised I hadn't ran any of them. Stayed up until like almost midnight running all of them. But I ran Firelands twice, and on like every character I was earning like almost 2,000 gold per run. Well, per 2 runs, which... Firelands isn't exactly a short raid or anything, but it still felt like I was making... Oh, fuck. It still felt like I was making a decent chunk of gold. So I'm curious just how much the gold squish has actually affected things. I'm curious if it's more a matter of, you're gonna get less from these dungeons and raids, but it's still a decent amount. Like, we're still getting 50 gold per boss kill and stuff. I think it's more these are worth a lot less now. Because, yeah, Jesus Christ, they're worth 7 gold. Yeah, okay. This is definitely gonna be less. There's also a bunch of stuff I don't want to sell because it's transmog. They're still worth 50 gold though. They haven't dropped in price at all, which is nice. Yeah, we only got like 600 gold, like half a thousand, really? I'm sorry if I just keep like stopping talking or I turn off the UI and stuff. My throat is like real weird today. I don't know. It almost feels like it gets kind of... Sounds real weird, but kind of like clogged up before I eat and stuff, and then I eat and then I immediately start streaming, so I'm always a little bit like to cough and stuff while streaming, but it's just real bad today. I forget which one of you it is. Oh, you. Still a little bit more of a mess today than usual, I think is what's happening. How much are these worth now as well? Okay, I think even less than they were already, because I'm pretty sure these got squished like ages ago. Interestingly, it feels like my multi-shot might be capped, but the swipe on the pets isn't. To be fair, there's the thing I noticed yesterday when I was trying to run all the raids, like I was saying. I tried doing Mythic Karazhan on my Survival Hunter, who I expected to not be able to survive during BFA because of, like, the gearing being an issue. My Survival Hunter now clears Mythic Karazhan quicker than my BM Hunter. The bombs just destroy everything. Especially with the Azurite trait that makes them drop the smaller bombs as well. Like, you just throw one of those into a pack and everything dies. Just immediately. It's insane. Like, I cleared the Midnight Room in like 30 seconds with a Survival Hunter. So I'm definitely going with Nightfay on my Survival Hunter, because holy shit, is that going to be broken as hell. That Nightfay ability, throwing that down, making everything take more damage, and then just fucking AoEing everything into oblivion is going to be insane. Are we going to have another bugged out pterodactyl? Yep, because he's flying next to the ground again. Fun, which means he doesn't fly off. I don't know how they managed to break this raid. It's not like they even changed anything here other than the gold values, but somehow they managed to break the pterodactyls. To be fair, I don't think I've done it on stream since the pre-patch came out, but Skada, the one that drops the blue Protodrake in Wrath, its animations are also broken. And when I was flying through WoD doing my transmog run this morning on my warrior, I also noticed that one of the Sky Reavers there has the same issue. They don't play their flying animation anymore. They try and like walk through the air and keep dropping up and down and like bouncing through the air. It looks real weird. I don't know what they did to break that. I'm guessing it has something to do with the new flying creatures in Shadowlands. Shadowlands, I don't know why that came out so weird. But yeah, we've got the new like undead chimeras and stuff in Shadowlands, so I'm guessing it's something to do with those. Because I'm pretty sure there was an issue with that in Maldraxxus when the alpha first came out, so it might be something to do with whatever they did to fix that has broken the flying animations for things in like the outer world, I'd guess. I don't know. That seems like a logical chain to follow.
You are most welcome.
Got 25 slots. We're probably better off vendoring stuff before we go in again. It's just because I've got so much Halloween stuff in my inventory.
You'll find me wherever the action is.
And then I've also got a bunch of stuff that I need to like send off to characters. To be fair, they still auction house for a decent chunk, so as much as the actual gold farming, like the raw gold, has gone down quite heavily. Probably should have done Dread Approach first. I just realised that I was doing them in order and then skipped one. That was dumb. Oh. Okay, yeah, so far we've made not even 1,000 gold. It's not looking good, I'll be honest. It is not looking good at all. But again, to be fair, we've had some runs with this route that were really low for ages, and then we did like a couple dungeons and suddenly we're up to 10,000. Like it just spiked up, because at the end of the day it's kind of just all based around getting these drops more than anything else, especially now with the squishes. But I think it might be having to do the Legion route from now on. Which, considering we could solo like some of a BFA dungeon in the other stream, I didn't try fighting any bosses, I don't want to risk it, but if we can do that, then we can probably fight through some Legion dungeons on higher difficulties and stuff now. Probably not with quite the same speed as like running through Pandaria, but wouldn't be too bad. I have a feeling it will increase again once we hit Shadowlands and we have the level 60 gear and legendaries and all the rest of it. I've not actually seen if they've gone back on the thing they did where they made the Shadowlands abilities locked to the Shadowlands or not. I hope they've gone back on that. Because it would really suck to, you know, go through all the effort and, like, the choice of, like, picking out the Covenant you want to go for and balancing out all the options and stuff, and then, oh yeah, you just can't use it if you leave the Shadowlands. I mean, I guess it makes sense from some sort of lore perspective, because the abilities and power is, like, tied to the Shadowlands. But at the same time, that is also the same thing that was happening with the Lich King and Sylvanas, right? Like, their power came from, Sylvanas comes from, the Jailer, who is in the Shadowlands. So if they can pull power from the Shadowlands, why can't we, you know? Same deal. And also, once we've made our legendaries, we'll have our own rune weapons, so we literally have the same situation as the Lich King, so why can't we use the Shadowlands abilities? I really hope they go back on it. I haven't seen if they have or not, to be honest. They might have done already, I don't know. I just really hope they do.
No more excuses, Empress. Eliminate these Cretans, or I will kill you myself.
I am curious whether or not, well, I'm curious whether, let me reword that, how Dauntless is going to play out, like, on stream, because, hold on, WoW is a lot of button clicking, right? Dauntless is a lot of just straight up clicking, which I feel like is a higher pitched noise, like it's more impactful. So I'm kind of worried that maybe that'll be a little bit too irritating for stream. Whereas I feel like keyboard clicking can be kind of weirdly kind of satisfying to hear. I don't know why. So I don't really mind hearing like keyboard clicking. I feel like mouse clicking is like a little bit too, I don't know. Piercing seems like the wrong word. Just kind of irritating. I feel like I can handle keyboard clicking. And to be fair, I do have my, like, noise gate thing, so it should only really pick it up when I'm, like, actually talking at the same time, so... If I go, like, full try-hard mode and I'm trying to kill a beast and dodge out the way of all its attacks and stuff, then I'm probably not going to be talking that much, so hopefully the noise gate won't pick up all the clicking. With any luck. Yeah, I'm trying to just, like, add in a bit more variety to the schedule. With everything getting pushed back. Like, if Shadowlands had dropped, which obviously it wasn't ready and all the rest of it, if it had dropped, that would have probably just been the entire schedule until we'd finished everything, but... Now we kind of need to, like, fill air, kind of, and there's not a lot to do in the pre-patch right now, because there's no event, right? We kind of did all the Halloween stuff over the course of 2 streams. The rest of the Halloween stuff, probably not gonna do, and if I do it, it'll probably be cheesing the system, because, don't really care enough to go and do PvP right now. Although I have managed to do most of the pumpkin head achievement thing, the one for putting pumpkins on Horde members and stuff. I went to ICC yesterday doing all the raids and stuff, and there's just a whole bunch of Horde players outside, so I just kept throwing pumpkins on them. It's also kind of interesting, like, how the different members of the Horde react to you. I don't know if it's a matter of, like, certain people play certain races more often than not. But, like, the reactions you get from them are very different. Like, I threw a pumpkin on an Orc player. He just did nothing, didn't say anything, just stood there. Probably AFK, to be honest. Threw one on an undead player. They immediately started blowing kisses at me and patting my pets and, like... kind of fucking weird. And then threw one on a blood elf. They immediately clicked the pumpkin off. Like, covered up their pretty face too much, I guess, and just immediately got rid of it. Which I thought it was kind of interesting, all the different ways that the members of the Horde react to you doing things to them. And to be honest, none of the reactions were really that hostile, which is not surprising, considering from what I've seen, the Alliance players are generally worse than the Horde players, in my experience of playing both factions. Alliance players tend to be more vindictive with stuff, like healing the mobs you're fighting during a quest and making the quest take 5 minutes longer than it should do because they won't leave you alone and just keep healing the mobs you're fighting. Horde players just, you know, if you're PvP flagged, dive bomb you and one-shot you. Which I can, like, takes up less of my time than Alliance players fucking with you. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just the fact the Alliance are the faction that get bullied the most in PvP, so they just take it out on Horde players worse. Whereas Horde players will just one-shot you and walk away, like, just another kill, whereas Alliance players will, like, make you suffer. I'm also getting more used to using Killshot. It feels weird coming from, like, BFA Hunter and suddenly having, like, an execute and stuff. To be fair, I still don't use, like, half my Hunter abilities, because the content I've been playing doesn't really require me to use them, whereas I feel like if I was playing Mythic or, like, high-end raiding and stuff, I'd need to use all my abilities more, but I just haven't had a prompt to use them. Whereas I feel like Killshot has to become part of my rotation now, because it's literally like a warrior execute, it's so good. Oh, wrong button. That. Yeah, Feels like I need to use it, and I'm kind of getting there with it. It has kind of slowly just become more part of my rotation the more I play now. It's good. I just need to reread Hunter's Mark, because I don't really know the time and place for using it yet. Really slowing down me selling items. Jesus, there we go.
Keep your eyes on the horizon.
Oh Jesus, we've made 2,000 gold so far. Terrace of Endless Spring. And we did Guardians of Mogoshan, so we've got Forgotten Depths, the Underhold to do, then we've got 2 heroic dungeons to run. Heroic raids, rather. I feel like I might just have to do some leveling at some point on a stream. I need to get, like... I need to get more armor classes set up so I can actually, like, do transmog farming and stuff. Because I'd love to do, like, an actual stream of just farming transmog items. But, like, right now I literally have one raid that I want to run for transmog stuff. And I kind of just do it while I'm having my morning coffee and stuff, like... It's not... There's not enough content there to do like a full 3-hour stream of transmog farming because I only want like one specific set pieces pretty much. I suppose something we could do is start doing like old raids and stuff. I'd love to farm out the pieces for like Thunder Fury or Ragnaros. I think one of them you can't finish anymore. I can't remember which one it is. Actually, I think I might be able to make both. I can't remember. I looked them up a while ago and I was going to start doing it, but haven't invested the time to do it yet. Because I know they're really rare drops. And it just feels like mount farming pretty much, but you get, you know, cool ass classic weapons out of it, which would be nice to have. Might be something worth doing. I also do kind of want, to be fair, we probably could do a transmog stream thinking about it, because I had a look last night, there were a couple of guys just sat in Discord talking about stuff. And I think it was Kyle was running Blackrock Depths, trying to hit 60 on Classic. So I decided to have a look what the transmogs and stuff were like in current WoW, see if there's anything worth going for and getting over there. You can basically get the Stormwind Guard helmet for mail from there. Kinda want that. Not that I have a set that would fit with it, I just kinda want the helmet. So that might be worth something like focusing out. I'll see what else I can find like that, to be honest. I'll put together kind of a list and see what we can grab. I do also need to start just doing mount farming streams again. Kind of haven't done that in a while. We've done like little bits and pieces, but nothing major. Like I did all of the raids for last week by myself. So it'd be good to get that back in the rotation of stuff. I have also started to use the Twitch schedule system rather than like writing out my own and putting in the about section, because Twitch is actually adding a bunch of useful features. That's well, I'm pretty sure the schedule thing has been there for a bit, but it's new for me because I stopped streaming for ages. So it's seems pretty good, to be honest, because you can set things out properly and it gives people like a full overview of what they can expect in a week and stuff. I've got that set up, and I think what we're going to try and do is kind of schedule things a bit more. Like, not super structure everything, because having like a really rigid structure doesn't work for me, but having like more of a fluid structure with like a general plan of things works. Like, for example, if I, when I was at uni and stuff, we'd have, like, a big task project to do, whatever. I'd break that down into several subsections and then figure out how much time I need to do for each subsection. That would work really well for me to, like, actually get everything done. So that's kind of the plan, and what I've kind of been doing with it. So there's like WoW streams listed on it, and there's kind of specific things vaguely labelled in some of them. Like I want to start doing some sort of gold farming, like Thursdays every week. Obviously this week we're doing it on a Wednesday, which might be a thing that happens again in future as well. Like things might slightly shift around, but there will be a gold farming stream at least every, like, Wednesday or Thursday is the plan. And then doing, like, mount farming and leveling and other bits and pieces that I enjoy doing in WoW, like Monday, Tuesday. Is that everything?
Yeah, don't do anything.
Yeah, doing that, like, Monday, Tuesday, and then doing Divinity on Fridays right now. Which also might change in future. Whatever our like current other game is will be Fridays generally. Right now it's Divinity because I want to do like super modded playthrough and kind of make some more progress with it, because we left it off in kind of a weird place. Like we have got the bad ending to almost every single quest pretty much. I'm just noticing my mouse is actually in the screen again, but it's not correct at all. 1 second. I think that is because I changed the thing. There we go. I've created like several separate game capture windows in OBS now, so I don't have to keep swapping the current thing that it's showing or whatever. Like I can just leave it set for specific games like WoW or Divinity or whatever. Oh nice, we got an appearance that we hadn't got before apparently. Fair enough. Yeah, I want to set that up in OBS so that kind of streamlines things a little more and I don't have to keep, hopefully, waiting for OBS to find the scene it's looking for, because it's already set up for it. The Underhold. Yeah, I mean, this is not looking good on the gold farming route. I think we're going to finish at around 4,000, that's my guess. So literally half what it was before at minimum, which is insane. So we might have to start doing the Legion route then. Or finding something else to do. Might be worth, like, doing a little bit of research. I pressed the wrong button. Might be worth doing a little bit of research and looking into just alternative things. Obviously, we started doing the oh, you're still following me from all the way over there. We started doing the auction house stuff and we were trying to make the my brain. We're trying to make the engineering, like, helicopter things planes or whatever they are. The, like, fancy one that requires, like, a bunch of grinding and burning crusade, because A, people are lazy and can't be asked to do it, and B, they sell for almost 30,000 gold a plane, so pretty good money, and wouldn't require us to run, like, an hour's worth of stuff every week. Probably require more of a time investment, actually, but still. It's 30,000 gold per plane, so if you spent an hour grinding out the pieces for it, it's still triple what we'd have earned before, and there's no instance cap, so you can just keep doing it. So honestly, that would probably be a better route already, but I kind of want to see what the Legion thing is like, because what we could do, rather than, like, right now we've got gold farming, then Dauntless, and, like, you know, we're having to fill time to, like, get to the next instance lockout section. Instead, having a, like an alternate thing we can be doing in game and still continuing to earn money, pretty much. And then that can also take us to the next instance lockout, and then we can do more of the like raw gold stuff. So I do genuinely think that would be a better investment of time, is finding like an actual good thing we can grind towards in the auction house, and then also yeah, finding a gold farming route. Because I do like doing these gold farming routes, like, I mean, 90% of it is just talking to an NPC, you're not really doing anything. So it's not exactly difficult. Also, you get to see like a whole bunch of different places. It's not just it's not like Skyreach, right? Like, that was a super popular gold farm. It was like super efficient. You'd make a shitload of gold from it. It was actually better than the route I was doing before. But it required you to just continuously do the same dungeon over and over and over again, and I just get so bored doing that. I much prefer having like a variety of things I can run through and get money along the way, but also see a bunch of cool scenery and like get loot as well. Like, it's just, I really prefer having like a list to work through using like the LFR guys, or just like raids to bounce between on the map or whatever. I know it's not as efficient, but it's definitely more enjoyable to farm. I guess it really depends on, I don't know, your stance on gold farming, I guess. Whether you want to be hyper efficient or you want to kind of enjoy the process of doing it. And I'm sure there are those out there that just enjoy the, like, making it hyper efficient and stuff. The, like, satisfying feeling of doing it in the exact fastest way and earning the optimum amount of gold and stuff. Like, I'm sure there are people out there like that. But that ain't me. I prefer to have some fun along the way, you know? That is so weird. Why is, like, my multi-shot not hitting as many targets? Yeah, 5 targets, and then my pets can just claw and hit every single mob in the pack. Okay, Blizzard. Sure. To be honest, I don't know why we needed an AoE cap at all, but we got one. It's also weird that just certain classes aren't affected by the AoE cap. Isn't it like Druid, Survival Hunter as a spec isn't affected by the AoE cap, but BM is? Like, it's just... There's no consistency with that, like... Even between specs of a class. So strange. Oh, also I still need to finish the grind for Wrath Engineering, actually. Thinking about it. Because I need to, well, I don't need to, I want to get Jeeves because I think he gives you access to the bank, and that would be super useful in Shadowlands because the Azurite traits I don't think work in the Shadowlands, but they do in Azeroth, so I'd like to keep my Azurite trait gear. In case I return at any point and want to go farm something and want all my Azurite traits to like proc stuff and instant kill things. I'd like to have access to a bank that I can just drop things into without having to like clog up my inventory with several sets of gear and stuff. And also, it's basically the Kyrian, like, Covenant thing. Can't remember what they've called. They're like the one that everyone gets. And speaking of the Covenants and stuff, I was actually watching the Preach video this morning. The new Covenant Wars thing that he did, of just comparing a bunch of the Covenants for the classes, because they've all been like massively changed since the start of Alpha and stuff. And yeah, the Hunter abilities are still basically the same. So Venthyr is pointless, Kyrian is pointless. So your options are Night Fae and Necrolord. Apparently they've also nerfed the Necrolord ability, so that's fun. It's the one I was gonna go on my main. I still will. I'm set in stone on that one. Even if it's bad, I'm still going on this character. But that is also the reason that I made several hunters, because I knew that shit was gonna happen. Now it doesn't really matter, because I can just switch to my survival hunter if my main ends up being terrible. Although I still need to level up my other two hunters. One of them especially, because he's going to be a second Beastmaster hunter and entirely for the point of farming. So I'll probably go Venthyr on that one, maybe. Because then I'll also have, well, actually, maybe it doesn't matter if they don't allow us to use Covenant abilities while we're outside of the Shadowlands, because then there's no advantage of going Venthyr or Night Fae, because you can't use the abilities anyway. I was going to say, I'd really like to check Venthyr on that one, because then I'd have the teleport thing, and I could use that to hop around dungeons quicker. Then also the fact he's a Dark-Iron Dwarf, so he moves faster indoors anyway, plus a Speed Pet, plus Trailblazer. Would mean he'd be moving at like 150% movement speed. And just booking it through dungeons like all the time, it'd be super nice. But Blizzard says no currently. Like I say, I hope they go back on it. There's no reason to not let us use the Covenant abilities outside of Shadowlands, really. I suppose on the off chance with something like the Venthyr ability, it could technically break the like the level designer stuff, kind of like how Demon Hunters did when they were first introduced. Like they can jump outside the maps and stuff. It would essentially allow all players to do that because they can just teleport around. But equally, that's kind of the player's choice to do that. If they get themselves stuck, then that's their own fault for intentionally using the teleport ability to pop outside the map. Although I guess you could accidentally use it and get yourself stuck or whatever, which would kind of suck. But I guess they could just, I don't know, add a check before you, like when you enter a dungeon, kind of like how SCADA used to, right? It'd bring up a box and you could click a tick or an X to whether you wanted to reset the data in the damage meter. Why not just have the same thing but on instances, so that when you enter an instance, you can choose whether or not you want to enable your Shadowlands Covenant ability, knowing that potentially you could use the Venthyr ability to break the thing because you might accidentally hop through a wall or something, but you're given a warning of the fact that they're not intended for use here, they could cause things to break, right? And then it is entirely the player's choice to enable that, and therefore entirely the player's choice if they break this. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter if players break old content anyway. Because if you're in the Shadowlands and you have all the Shadowlands abilities, why do you really care that much about old content anymore? In terms of like farming gear and getting stuff, well, none of it is worth anything anymore because the Shadowlands gear massively outperforms all of it. So it's not like you can exploit things to, you know, give yourself really any advantage by doing it in old content. Because none of the gear is useful. The only thing you could really do is, like, make it easier to farm mounts, maybe? If you could, like, teleport through a wall and then you can fight Jaina, but she can't fight you or whatever, like... Maybe you could break things to cheese things, but like I say, none of the gear is gonna matter, so it's not like it really gives anybody an advantage in old content. As long as they make sure it works in all the new content, then it doesn't matter. Oh, there's my big sparkly boy, though. The straight 6 achievement. I'm sure it will say in here, right? Deactivate 6 Imperial focuses within 10 seconds of each other, then defeat Elagorn and Mega Shambol, so I guess that's probably going to require several people. You have to do it within 10 seconds. Or play a Demon Hunter, maybe? Just because you can dash from either side of the arena all the time.
The machine has been destroyed, and so the rogue's power weakens.
Yeah, we've made almost 3,000 now. Probably going to hit 3,000 by selling all the stuff that we picked up, right? That's really not a lot. I'm guessing we'll finish Heart of Fear with like maybe another 500-ish, if that, and then that's not even 4,000 gold on a route that used to be 8 to 10,000. I can't actually remember how much money the Legion route made before. I don't know if the Legion stuff has been squished quite to the same degree as like Mop and WoD has. I mean, we stopped doing the WoD section of this route ages ago anyway, because it was making like 1,000 gold back during when it was making a lot of money. So, I'm feeling like it's probably completely worthless going to WoD now for gold farming.
I shudder to think of the violence that would erupt from such a machine. You must destroy it. May the great grain guide your steps. The Emperor's rage echoes through the hills.
So I'm hoping Legion is better though. I think the Legion route is also slightly more complex, from what I remember. Because with this one, we just hop into LFR, we kill so many bosses and we leave, right? Whereas the Legion route requires you to like go in, teleport out, come back in, kill another thing, teleport out. Rather than just straight up leaving, because like pathing back between zones it takes a while. Let's say complicated. It's mostly just using the other system that's built into LFR stuff. Got anything on that side? Nope, just that side. Also, I noticed something yesterday. I don't know if this is a bug with my UI or an intentional feature, but pterodactyls don't seem to have slow fall anymore, which is like the entire reason I tamed one. So that kind of sucks. Like, I can't use slow fall on my pterodactyl anymore. So I might have to go make a bunch more goblin gliders or get a goblin glider cape again. I'm already carrying around like 3 capes in my bag, so it's not exactly like another cape is an issue. Just have a slow fall cape. Oh, that's actually worth a decent amount. Let's throw away something that isn't. There we go, 3 silver. Can I drop this item, please, game? I don't want to loot the thing. I want to throw away a claw. Bang, whatever. Thank you. I'm actually curious if we're going to hit the reset timer just by taking a while to get through these places. Because we're at like 50 minutes already, so we're probably going to hit the reset while we're doing Heart of Fear. I still want to go take a break and like play Dauntless and stuff for a bit. So, still going to be doing that. But it's interesting that it's taken us longer to run this time. Might have something to do with doing less damage, or potentially... Where's my pterodactyl gone? Potentially the AoE cap thing might have also affected our like kill rate on things. Still need to fix my UI. I keep looking at parts of it and it irritates me. It's just some reason LVUI has like added a buffer zone to the edges of everything, so everything is slightly off where it should be. Really irritating. Yeah, on the WoW front, the edited WoW videos I've done, like the ones for the allied races, are doing really, really well. Like, surprisingly so. It's kind of nice to have a conversation with members of the community and stuff. I guess people actually commenting on stuff, like it's good. It surprised me. Yeah, it's nice to have that kind of back and forth on YouTube as well, not just on Twitch. Yeah, I just got a text message. Cool. Thanks for that. So, just going a little bit of detail of what that text message was. Given the whole current world situation, and the government not actually knowing how many people are actually infected with COVID, they've decided to start doing a like randomly selected survey thing. So they're just picking like random members of the community and asking them to take tests, even though they don't have any symptoms. Just so they can try and like gather how many people are in the community who are infected that aren't aware they're infected and stuff like that. Like it's... I understand the logic behind it. It feels real weird and kind of bad to be like taking a test of people that actually need it. But hopefully by me being selected to me doing that, it is actually going to help people in the long run. Turns out I don't have it. Who'd have guessed? Surprisingly, me, because I know I didn't, but... they still want me to do one anyway. I guess also the government is probably worried about the fact that there's probably a bunch of asymptomatic people who have it, who don't realise it, and are still spreading it because they have no symptoms themselves. Because there was all the celebrities and stuff, like Idris Elba and that came out and they tested positive, but they had no symptoms, neither did any of their family and all the rest of it. Like, I feel like there's a lot of issues with the fact that some people just don't show any symptoms. Which is probably making things worse and more difficult to handle, so... hopefully they get a grasp on things, and by doing this like randomly selected survey thing, it actually helps people. Also, the actual test for it is rather uncomfortable. And it also turns out that I have a hell of a gag reflex, so don't really want to have to do one again, to be honest. It's a good thing I'm straight. Otherwise that gag reflex would probably get in the way. And again, saying that, I know someone who has 0 gag reflex. But they probably won't ever put that to use.
How fortunate.
Right, where are we actually at with stuff? Returning to normality and away from strange COVID-related conversations. How much fucking money we got? 3,200. Okay, I feel like we probably will hit 4,000 by the end of this. But again, it's nowhere near how much it was making before. This is just... This really ain't worth doing. Oh, also just noticed that. That's moved. Why is that at the bottom now? It was up there. That's why the, like, difficulty thing was, pushed down slightly, was to make room for that, but apparently it just wanted to move itself back where it was. There's a lot of random stuff like that that's happened with updating LVOI, I think. Just one of the other symptoms of the issue. On the upside, it seems like it's fixed all the icons around the edge now. Like, they're all actually on the edge and not weirdly in the middle of LVOI's map. Apart from all the things. Because that just wants to be stubborn, apparently. I'm curious just how much more we're going to make when we do the Legion side of this. I'm hoping it's enough to kind of fill the void that the gold squishers have made with this. It is literally half the amount it was making before. To be honest, I also don't remember what half the Legion dungeons are anymore, so it's going to be a fun experience trying to run all of those. And I have no memory of how they function. Oh right, yeah, forgot about this stage. You guys want to die to the laser beam? Thank you. Just standing there and not dying. Nice. Okay. It's a bit late to learn that lesson, but apparently if you use the laser beam, you can just instantly kill that guy. You don't have to worry about him using his old tornado thing. I'm gonna be kind of sad to see this thing go in Shadowlands, the pocket-sized computation device. It's not going anywhere, but it's probably not gonna be as useful as it is now. Which really sucks, because I love it. Trying to think what else I've been up to be honest. Mostly just running raids and stuff last night. I did hear about Phasmophobia's hacker problem, which actually sounds kind of funny. Apparently the public branch, the main one that you don't have to opt into, apparently has a bit of a hacker problem, and they can just join your game and like start spawning ghosts and zombies and stuff just on top of you in rooms, which sounds like it'd be funny if you have a group. If you're trying to like do stuff with a couple people, like, you know, a co-op group, like 2 people, or like by yourself, it's gonna be a massive pain in the ass. With like a full group of people and a hacker messing with it, it could be kind of fun actually. It feels like it'd be the same sort of chaos as like Kraken's Coliseum or whatever. That series he used to do in like Left 4 Dead, and I think he also did a game around it at one point. But that whole thing of someone kind of pulling the strings behind the scene and like spawning things in and creating different scenarios and stuff, so it's always different every time you play through it. That could be kind of fun. It just requires a hacker to not be a complete asshole. Which is, well... I feel like that kind of comes with the territory, to be honest. But there are some of them that are fun. All my shots were being misdirected to that corpse. That was an odd thing. Yeah, it happens. I feel like it could be fun within a certain, like, scope. Not every game, like a one-off thing or whatever. I don't feel like it'd be as bad as like trying to play COD World at War or whatever, and every server is just filled with hackers spamming your screen with like text and shit. Like, that is awful and completely unplayable. Not fun in the slightest, but like Phasmophobia I feel like could be kind of fun with just random shit happening. I hope they do eventually add a mode like that. I don't feel like having a mode where someone could control the ghost would be super fun, because they'd basically just never lose. But like a behind the scenes like puppeteer, like controlling things and like spawning the ghost, or I don't know how you do it, because you kind of have to balance it. It'd be kind of like having one player almost be a lesser spirit or whatever, like they can like fuck with the group but not actually attack them. They can like set off noises and slam doors and do like harmless things that would just make interactions more interesting and kind of differentiate them from each other, I guess. Because I feel like after a while it kind of just becomes the same thing, right? Whereas having someone play as like, let's say a lesser spirit or something that could kind of like mess with the group a little bit would add a lot more variety. Alright, let's head on out of here. And we will see just how much gold we made in the first hour. I'm pretty sure it's going to be 4,000, maybe like 4,500 a push. It's not going to be much. Like, nowhere near the amount it should be. Definitely not the amount it was, that's for sure. The weird thing is with this, I don't understand who Blizzard are targeting with these gold squishes. Because the members of the community that already have that much gold that they can buy everything immediately and the economy is kind of fucked from their perspective, making gold harder to get for new players is not going to help that situation. It's just going to make it worse, because you're basically making new players have to go through a lot more stuff to make the same amount of money as the people who are already at the top end who can just instantly buy all the new mounts. So I don't know who they're trying to target with the gold squishes. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like if anything, it just makes things harder. For example, for somebody like myself who didn't play during WoD when it was apparently stupidly easy to make an absolute shitload of gold, and therefore I don't have that much in comparison to other players. I re-equipped my gun? I did, okay, cool. So, we made a grand total of 4,426 gold. Yeah, it was pretty close. Only, what? 74 gold off what I estimated? That's bad. It's real bad. On the upside, we got an engraved gun, apparently. Oh, it's that. It's a very ghostly gun currently. I kind of like the Pandaria weapons, to be honest. It's kind of nice. But right. Okay. For those watching on YouTube, we're probably going to jump straight into Legion farming, but for those watching on Twitch, I am going to switch over now to Dauntless. Well, I'm probably going to take like a 30-second break, then switch to Dauntless, and then we're going to pick things up like an hour later with a bit more gold farming, hopefully getting a lot more gold from the Legion route than what we got during the Pandaria War. So thank you guys for watching. I'll be back in like 30 seconds. See? Hello everybody. As soon as Twitch actually wants to cooperate with me and let me see my stream so I can know everything's working well, we will get started with some Legion gold farming to see if this new route is actually worth doing in place of the old one we were doing before. Because we just tested the old one a couple hours ago now, for those watching on YouTube, about 10 seconds ago, and Pandaria gold farming route really ain't worth doing anymore. It's like 4,000 gold now from what used to be 8 to 10,000 gold, which is a little bit of a drop. So we're going to be trying to find an alternate route that I can run like once a week on all my characters just to get a little bit of extra gold. The plan is, once we've figured something out, is to do a gold farming stream every Thursday pretty much, just so we can spread some information about how to make a little bit of gold and hopefully help everybody else out in the community at the same time. Be nice. But we, for those watching the full stream, just came off the back of playing Dauntless for an hour, which was really fun, actually. I hope that recording came out okay and it's not just a constant spam of clicking. I might have to like plug in a controller if that's the case. I'll still upload it, I'll just probably add an apology somewhere in it if the clicking is that bad. Especially with those twin blades I started using towards the end, which are really good, but very click intensive, so yeah, I might switch to a controller. Hopefully I can rebind all the like key bindings on the controller rather than using like controller presets, because I kind of hate that. Because I'd very much like to position things on the controller where I'd like them to be, so I can kind of keep a consistent flow of controls across games, like having dodge on B like it is in Dark Souls and stuff like that would be nice. So we will see about that. Anyway, I actually need to get the gold farming route up while my character loads. Because I have it written down somewhere in here. Here it is. Everything's all loaded as well. Let's get going. Need to find the Dark Burrow. Nice. I'm also hoping the sound balancing was good in that Dauntless stream, because the didn't have much chance to test that before I started. I'm hoping it's all good. The other question is it going to be better for me to have both my Spirit Beasts out or my Speed Pet? Because I've still got 30% speed. Yeah, I'm going to try swapping to the Spirit Beast. Yes. That died way quicker. Okay. I was just thinking the damage output is probably going to speed things up more than 10% movement speed. Oh, I didn't notice him in the wall over there. Yeah, things die a lot quicker. Fitting song for us being in the Emerald Nightmare. So all my abilities get reset every time I get into one of these instances, so I can just laser beam everything. I don't know why I haven't been doing that. The gold drop from these is half what's in Pandaria, though? Like, per boss killed? Per boss killed in Pandaria is like 30 to 50 gold. That was 25? Guess we'll see. This is the one that I mentioned before, where it works differently to all the other routes, where you have to teleport out rather than just leaving. Because you have to keep teleporting back in to fight all the bosses quicker. Supposedly. Okay, those die quicker than they used to. That's good. I'm pretty sure I can also mount up here for mobs. Wasn't moving, but okay, game. Oh, my cooldowns don't actually reset between each one. I thought they did. Well, that was the whole point of, like, the teleport out thing. Not teleport out. Leave instance group. Was that it reset everything. Guess they changed that. Which is entirely possible. Right. I also kind of want to see just how quickly I can run this, so I'm kind of trying to run through. Because it's the first time I've done this in ages. Oh yeah, teleport back in. It's gonna take a bit to get used to that. I can't remember which one it is I actually have to do. I guess this one, dragons. Maybe I should just do all of them anyway. I hope we can tame these eventually. Like the big nightmare character dragons or something has those as a pet would be awesome. I keep doing that, forgetting I need to just teleport back into the dungeon. Teleport back in, kill Cenarius. Cenarius the one that's like down the middle? Yeah.
May Elul grant us strength. Behold, the iris opens. The way to Cenarius is clear.
I thought there were 3 guardians, or more actually, because then you have to go and fight the ice stalks, and then also like the spider and the bird or something, or is that just like heroic? I don't know, seems odd. Jesus, fighting a bunch of druids, just calling down all their star beam things. Nice. Leave instance group, apparently. I feel like when we really just unleash all our stuff, we just delete things. Like half the time I'm just kind of half-arsing things. Arcing Aqueduct. And when I really just activate everything, things just die instantly. But then I've got to wait like 2 minutes for everything to come back up again. Nice. Pretty sure these, yep, I was going to say they all have different effects. Some of them explode, some of them poison everything. Kinda just reminds me of playing Divinity, to be honest. Fighting the slimes or whatever, I think it's in the black pits. Everything just gets covered in oil and fire and everything, just over and over again. Oh, I guess it didn't reset because technically we we're still in the same instance, weren't we?
This creature with the Nightwell's power. Have a care. If this abomination was created to protect lower reaches of the Citadel from invaders, it must be particularly deadly. This is a momentous day, my friends. Until the Legion came, no outsider was permitted inside the corridors of the Nighthold for 10,000 years.
Well, he's facing the wrong way, huh? Just one shot him. Oh, that was nice. That was like Dark Souls level stuff. They just came rushing out the corners of my vision. That was good enemy placement, Blizz. Good job. How much have we made so far? A lot. Haven't sold anything yet, though. The gems are all worth like the same amount as the redeemable stuff. Plus some of this is worth a good chunk. We got any weapons yet? No. The gear is about the same though, money-wise. It's all like 20 gold. That's a little worrying. Nice. Are we taken out? Okay, that's the last one then.
The time lock is broken. They are free.
Come on, I definitely was around the side of that. Oh, I don't have it up. I was gonna test if I could just drop my beam on top of it and just kill it that way, rather than actually having to deal with its like weird reflection shield thing. Probably could if I saved it up for next time. Ah, it's this boss. Make a big mess and then it like comes in to clean it up, I think. Is that the one? Yep, there he is. I can cast this and walk backwards. Nice. And leaving some script. Yep. Inventory space we go. Oh, okay, we should sell stuff. Alright. How much have we made? Selling all of those, too. That's all bound, yep. So far, we have made 1,000 gold.
What can I do for you?
Royal Aetherium. Oh?
Light bless you.
Sorry if I'm kind of guessing, trying to figure this out as well. I've barely used this NPC. And I can never remember which ones I actually need to use when I'm trying to farm for mounts either. Okay, I don't need to talk to you then. Go through this pack of giant elves. Their cleave is insane. It's kind of weird that multi-shot is AoE capped. The pet's cleave isn't. I'm not complaining. Honestly, it's nice to have a non-AoE capped thing next to survival that's now just fucking demolition squad with its bombs that don't have an AoE cap. Just this one? Spellblade? Yeah. Okay. Come on, cleave more. There we go. Oh. Hello. Doesn't really feel like you're doing that much damage though.
Watch your footing. I'd hate to see you slip up.
I mean, pretty sure if I just don't move, it's not going to do anything to him. I'm getting very icy.
Inconceivable. I am.
Oh, nice. We actually got the piece I haven't got before. Cool. Got some purple shoes. Nice. We'll head on over to Night Spire as the next one, apparently.
The Alliance.
Okay, Tichondrus is in here. Okay, stairs here. I think I remember doing this one now. And the map is like weirdly backwards. Like it just doesn't show you half the map when you're actually using it. Great.
These Nightborn can't even defend. Never trust a mort to do a demon's work.
Been inflicted with a plague. That's not good.
Feed my hunger, wretch. Fester and die.
Kill shot. Oh, that really didn't do as much damage as I was expecting. You boys just not despawn when I killed Tichondrus? That's irritating. I know that for future reference. What's that? Oh, one of the dumb capes that's not actually a cape. It's like a very thin scarf. So basically it's useless. Right, Gates of Hell. I think this is the... Is this the thingy one? No it's not. I thought it was, Antorus for a second, but it's not. It's two Masargarans. I also do need to go and check Legion Rares and stuff, so I guess we can do that afterwards, because we are definitely going to finish this before an hour. Pretty sure all these things die in like 2 seconds though. Oh no. Let's clear these out, because I remember the last time I was doing this and I was dying to just the infernals around the edge, because they keep throwing shit at you the whole time. I don't think we can do the mount in this version though, can we? Because it's different set of bosses that this is linked to. Rotate him around on this bike. There we go. It's not that one. Oh, this is the mount one. Right, how do we get there again? Oh, the hole in the ground over here. It is this one that can have a drop in there. I think that's... Yeah, and Taurus. Cubus Argaris is fine. Or at least this section is. I've done this section a few times, just trying to get them out. Weirdly, I'm pretty sure my multi-shot is AoE capped, but the Azurite trait that allows me to get like a second shot off of every multi-shot isn't AoE capped. But that hits more than 5 targets. Boy, did this guy die quicker when I had corruptions. Pretty sure the multi-shot hitting up to 5 targets within 8 yards. If I can find what the Azurite trait was, I know I've got one that does that. Rapid reload, that one. Multi-shock that damages more than 2 targets fires an additional wave of bullets, dealing 92 damage. That one doesn't have a cap. All the raid mobs are 45 to 46, seemingly. Well, this is the LFR variant, so maybe they're higher on normal and heroic? Oh, he's jellyfish of 47 as well, apparently. I'm also pretty sure my pet's cleave isn't AoE capped. Like, the pets can hit as many things as you want. Or the multi-shot that triggers it will only target 5 people. So as long as your pet's in range, it kind of compensates for it at least.
Your souls belong to the deep. Such death is beneath me.
Nope. Okay. Ah, I got the mount. That's unfortunate. Nice. Let's see how much that made us. I really don't feel like this is going to be any more like advantageous than just running the Pandaria route, other than the fact that it's faster because it's less stuff. I feel like I kind of need to adapt this and add in extra stuff to make it really worthwhile. Didn't mean to sell those. Missed anything else? Oh, that over there. Yeah, all of that came to 2,000. That's half what the Pandaria route was. And the Pandaria money has been squished. Okay. The Pandaria route has already been squished in the pre-patch. It was 8,000 to 10,000, now it's 4,000 for the whole thing. And the Legion route is only... I went the wrong way. The Legion route is only 2,000 by itself anyway. So the Pandaria route is still better than the Legion one, even with the gold squish. It's double the money. Which is insane. Equally, the Legion route takes half the time, because it took us half an hour to do the full thing, whereas the Pandaria is an hour long. I might have to consult the big list of raids to money made again. See if I can pick out like good bosses to bring it myself up against. To like add into that route. We got anything up? Oh, Handmaster, okay. Yeah, I was trying to... My brain just stopped working halfway through the sentence. It's kind of what I was trying to do today, was find like an alternate route to the Pandaria stuff. And just see how much it had been reduced by. It's halved, but it's still better than the Legion stuff, so... Don't find a good AoE farmer as the Hunter. Yeah, I feel like Monk might be good. Gonna focus Hunter on MMM. An extra M there. Yeah. Doesn't Marksman have a thingy now? The thing where it can like call down a rain of arrows? They get that skill back.
Demon filth pervades this broken land. Take no prisoners. Strike
Folly.
down
There you
every
go.
fiend you see. Another legion.
Yeah, true.
Insect has scurried
Also depends if volley is AoE capped as well.
Demonstrate the might of our armies.
Seems weird to give MM an AoE after capping it. Yeah. Yeah. It seems weird to just cap AoEs in general. I don't understand why they've done it. And also not all AoEs. Because druids aren't capped at all, I don't believe. Which might be why Balanced Druid is now like halfway up the leaderboards of DPS. Druids can just AoE all they want.
A well-fought battle. The Legion has learned to fear you.
I make a druid then, yeah. I still need to finish leveling my druid, to be honest. I stopped at like level 60. I didn't really feel like I was doing all that much, but now with all the changes, it seems like druid might actually be good. Made a Kultiran druid because I like their Wicca forms and stuff. I thought they looked really cool. Also, they have their like Sucker Punch thing, which I think might function as an interrupt, which would be nice to have like multiple of those. And it applies Trick Shot. Yeah, might go level that druid at some point. I need to spend some time figuring out what I'm doing with my mage. Need to try out the druid. I need to just make like a list of things to work through at this point. So things just weren't loading in, or it wasn't there? It's not there. One second. Nope, nothing good. Okay. I was just wondering if it might actually be worth just doing the reputation things rather than actually trying to like raw gold farm anything.
Last vestiges of life in our city are succumbing.
Hey, he is up. Probably gonna die before I get there though.
The power in this crystal will release them from its grasp.
I need to get closer.
Nope. I got a hit.
I can't carry anymore.
All I got was a dumb cap. Perfect. Alright, I can earn a quest in? No?
We have many unanswered questions about my brethren's fall to madness here in Makari. Bring me any memory crystal you find.
I keep accidentally completing these like Paragon caches just by doing mountain farming. Where'd that even go? Did that just instantly open? Oh, no, there it is. I'm just blind. Nice. Did I get a second cloth cap out of that? Or did it just not refresh the thing? I got a second cloth cap. Cool. Oh, I guess it's something to send to the mage. Hey. Also, 49 gold in the auction house. Nice. Yeah. Let's go have a look at the druid. Level 25, nice. Question is, did I buy good farming on this character good farming? Good flying before I stopped playing it. Because otherwise we're stuck going real slow. Oh god, I haven't even done the UI setup on this character. Right, yeah, I think I did the quest to go to Dalaran for the first time or whatever. That's why I'm on a flight path. The top of my head. Yeah. Really need to reload the UI to load in some back buttons that should be enabled by default, but you keep turning off LVUI. So what is this down here for? The fuck do I even put this? Here. Bank mover grow up, okay. Right. I have no idea. Quests. I flew inside the inn and leveled up. Nice. Oh, and now I can look like a superior race, really. Hmm. I look like Mario fell in some Joker acid right there. What spec am I even? Oh, balance, right, okay, cool. I'm the correct spec at least. I can't choose my affinity until 30. Where in combat, generate 1 astral power every 2 seconds. While out of combat, your astral power rebalances to 50 instead of depleting to empty. You starfires at instant cast to generate 4% increased astral power. Summon a stand of 3 treants for 10 seconds, which immediately taunt and attack enemies until they're down. Oh, also, this is the problem with playing Druid and having like LVUI, or it did it with Bartender as well. Like every time you switch form, it swaps to a different bar. You can't actually organize your UI at all. Everything just swaps all over the place every time you change form. Like now Hearthstone is on 1. Why have I got Hearthstone in several places on my bar as well? I've got half my spells on my bar. This is a mess. There's Moonfire. I was looking for that. There's a heal. That's an interrupt. What? Right, I'll put that on Q. I don't need that on the bar. Right, okay. I can vaguely do something now. Oh, there was a quest in there I missed. Oh, is it in the basement? Nope. What? Where is this quest? Is it on the outside? Yes.
Light be with you. For the Alliance.
Here there.
Right, 1 second. If I go back into human form, where's that? There. Right, okay. So these are my 2 skill bars? Question mark? Very confused. I don't know where it's rotating my skills to when I change form.
Hello. Have a good
I
one.
don't know why I can't just keep the same things across all my forms. Also, I pressed interrupt rather than a spellcasting thing.
I don't have a target.
Fucking love the Kulturan voice. Beautiful. Apparently I need to get anti-venom from somewhere, which I haven't done. I keep pressing E rather than R. I don't know why, my muscle memory should tell me that E is interrupt rather than... Oh, there. So I'm kind of curious if you by default have a whole bunch of the druid forms unlocked for like transmog for the barbershop. Like if I can have a light form that isn't like a tiny bird. Pretty sure you can eventually get the thing where other people can like fly on your back and stuff as well, can you? Don't know how difficult that is to unlock. Never done it.
Well met. Farewell.
Talk to me. Off with you.
Oh, hello. 32 XP, sounds about right.
What can I do for you? See you around.
Oh yeah, that doesn't work because there's technically a bar in the way of it. Oh, I don't need to bother with the net at all, do I? Because I can just beam them out of the sky. It's the Legion class form, man. Right, okay. Is that the big, like, owl thing? I've seen people flying around Dalaran with it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I feel like I should go pick that up at some point.
I need to target something first. I don't have a target.
What's on your mind? Watch your back.
Yeah, I really like the class Older Hall mount. They seem a lot more unique and interesting than a lot of the other mounts. I really want to get the monk one. Having to put on the mission table for followers to finish missions. Yeah. I mean, I guess it gives you time to do other stuff, right?
Go with honor, friend.
Um,
What can I do for you?
probably would be a good idea on this character to go to Legion, start the whole process of doing that stuff, and then, like, Hearth back here, continue leveling in Wrath, and then just hop back and forth using the Hearthstones whenever I needed to. One second, I need to move this around in my LVUI because I can't actually use this thing because the bar is in the way. Okay, the bar's just gonna have to go there, I guess, for now because I can't do anything else about it. Right, there we go. Nope. What else do I need to do there? Oh, I need to actually kill those claws. Okay.
I require a target.
I feel like Druid actually hits quite hard now. At least in open world stuff. Nice. Okay, I don't think that was the bar covering it. I think that might just be that being done. Oh yeah, I'm still technically disguised as a gnome. Yeah, I'm actually going to fly over to Dalaran. I haven't actually looked at the Druid barbershop thing. I mean, I haven't really unlocked much, so I probably won't have many options, but I'd kind of like to see what they're like. I think you can choose independent, like, appearances from your main character. Like, your hair color doesn't define the stuff anymore, which is cool.
How are you? Hey, good.
I remember there's a mission down here in this basement, but I keep getting to the one before it and going and check. Can I? Oh, I can catform indoors. It's not like the Worgen thing where you're just limited to outdoors only. I have to pick. Oh, the trinket. I was outside. Come on, game. Keep up with me here. God, there's a lot of quests here, right? I'm gonna just go fly to Dalaran and see what the barbershop's like. I've actually not got a trinket equipped at all. Technically not finished any of these. Really need to play through this place properly. What armor? Is it leather these guys use? Yes, okay. I did look at the one piece of armor that isn't technically any armor, though. That is my fault. Just noticed this is the weird, like, Fall Guys music again. Oh. Okay. Didn't want to keep playing, apparently. Oh yeah, this is maybe the one class where, like, wearing this dumb new transmog actually kind of makes sense. Although the shoulders are awful. Like, they don't attach to anything. They just float there in the air. Which sucks, because the wings are really cool. Apart from the fact they don't animate if you're on a mount. Yeah, they have like 3D physics and stuff. It's cool. Yeah, you have to wear that. Even then, it doesn't actually attach to it. Also, tabards. That looks so bad. Oh, I guess the belt kind of makes it blend a little better. Still, it just looks nasty. Not a fan. Oh, I just noticed the gnome mask is actually in my character health bar as well. Ooh. Right. I got mail on this character? Just to call Mariel Trueheart, apparently. Sounds important. Yeah, I think we're gonna head off to the barbershop. I kinda wanna see what different stuff I can apply, and then, I guess we'll wrap things up there for today, because I've been going for, like, 3 hours now. And I also need to, like, edit these streams together, so it's not quite as weird. For the YouTube audiences, anyway. To be fair, I probably could have just done it as one continuous stream on the Twitch side, then just chop it out the middle, which would have probably sped things up a little bit, but I prefer doing it the way I've done it, because it then means the VODs are already sectioned out. If anybody wants to watch stuff back, then it's already split up for them. It doesn't require people to, like, pick through the part of the video they actually want to watch. And Twitch does have that, like, built in. You can skip to a timestamp when the game changes or whatever, but I feel like the way I've done it just makes it a lot easier. You just click the button you want to watch. Right, I assume this place has a barbershop. Also, apparently I have a quest here. Inadvertently. Let's just turn that in, I guess. Sure. I thought that's the quest I came here to do, and that's why I was here. The barbershop? Oh. It's right here. Okay. Actually never been to the Dalaran one. Yeah. Oh. Oh. That is beautiful. It's like an armored, like armored leg sections. And I do just kind of like the Kultiran bear. Oh, we have the fire cat as well, don't I? Shit. What's the other one I've got? Oh, that's the other Legion one, isn't it? I really like the Legion, like the armored forms are really cool. May as well have the Flame Cat though. Hey, Moonkin is just always Moonkin. I like that one though, with the red leaves and stuff. That's cool. Oh, I don't have any cool travel forms though. Yeah, definitely prefer that travel form over all the others. Well, that's cool. When I was looking yesterday, I noticed I had the toy for this or whatever, but it doesn't show up in the toy box. But I guess it just applied to my my druid by default, which is cool. I'll just leave all that the same. Doesn't really matter to me. I mean, it kind of sucks that I'm stuck playing balance for the time being, but now I have this. I should probably do the Legion stuff so I can get the bigger, like, bigger travel form mount, because that'd be cool. I also need to look to just see if there's other travel forms I can unlock by doing stuff. Because I kind of like to collect some more of the stuff, because Druid has kind of got the same thing as, like, Hunter for me, where I kind of want to go out and collect all the rare stuff for it. There's like an extra level of collection to them. It's fun. So, anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you for coming in and chatting again, Drek. And hopefully we'll be back again Friday, probably for a little bit of Divinity. Kind of change things up a little bit. We might cut that short and do some more like Druid leveling, because I kind of want to see what else I can get for this character now. So I'll see you guys in a couple days, and hope you guys have enjoyed, and see you next time.